All right, so I'm going to take a ball of the translucent Pearl Sculpt that we have here, and then I'm just going to roll it into a tube as well. And I'm kind of just measuring about how much. I think I only want about that much. And then I'm going to keep flattening this out. Alright, so what I've got here is the shape that I want the teeth to be in. And I'm doing it like a band of dentures. About like that. Now this is super thick. I think I'm going to switch it so my more rounded side is actually going to be the bottom. And then I'm going to pinch it to the thickness that I want. And then I'm going to use my sculpting tool to kind of score in where I want the teeth to be so I can draw them and play with them before I actually cut through them. Then I can measure it up to the doll and see where we're at with it. Just shaping each tooth one by one. I've got one that's bigger than the other, but I think I'm going to leave it like that because I think that's going to be kind of cute to have it not be so symmetrical. Otherwise, if you want it to be the same size, then you could just start again. Just roll out another tube. We're not very far into the process. I think I'm just going to do the first 3 teeth. And then I'll end up cutting this off as excess. So it's all rough right now, and so I'm going to spend some time just with the tool, shaping it a bit. Making it look nice, but then I'll do the final stuff when it's on the cardboard roll because it's going to get messed up when I transfer it. If I just drag the tool right up the top, just like this, it leaves kind of like those flat lines that are on your teeth. That'll make it look more realistic. If you've done teeth before, feel free to fast forward this, or if you know about just the process of smoothing and refining, you can speed right past this, but I'm going to leave the camera rolling for those who don't. So much of the time with sculpting, we just stop too soon. And really, you just needed to put in a little bit more time and it will take your sculpt from looking a little bit beginner and unrefined to looking very professional and lifelike. So I'm just taking the time to make sure each tooth is a great shape, to make sure there's no random balls of clay, little crumbles that come off sometimes. Work on this shape. You could even do like a chipped tooth or something if you wanted. And then between each tooth here, I'm letting it kind of round into the crease. Just like that. So we get an accurate tooth shape. These are probably super long, and I'm just planning on pushing them up into the doll, right up into the wet clay here. I'll just push it. Alright, now this is the state that I want to go ahead and pick it up. If you happen to have one of these razor blades, that's awesome. If you don't, you can use an index card. You can even just use an X-Acto knife. There we go. And then I've got this roll that I can bake these teeth on. So I'll refine them just a little bit more, and then I will bake them with the heat gun. All right, and then the last step before I bake these is I'm going to use a little bit of my orange smoothing gel just to kind of get the last little bits underneath them to be nice and smooth and just looking perfect. And again, to finish them up, I'm taking the 3-in-1 tool and just kind of dragging it up each tooth to leave those flat lines that we see on teeth often, making them look more real. And then you can adjust the shape just as you want. You can even adjust the shape of the roll by just squeezing it too. Alright, here they are. I hit them with the heat gun I used a Genesis heat gun, so I had a lower temperature. I did it about 2 minutes. And now they're just cooling. So as soon as they're cool, I'm going to stick them up into her mouth area, and then we'll start sculpting the rest of the face.